Well, hello kids. Today, I'm going to be telling you a story that my mom used to read me. This time, I'm going to modify it so it's way better. So once upon a time, there was a little girl named Riley. One day, she really hated her home in San Francisco. So then, she asked her parents if she could leave right away. And then her mom said, "No, we're not leaving, no matter what you say." That made Candace really sad. She tried to make Riley cry, but then the controls malfunctioned. Instead of making Riley happy, she made her angry. So then she got a gun and then aimed for the head and then shot her mom, and then the blood went everywhere on the floor. Then Riley's dad said, "Yo, why'd you kill your mom? That's it. I'm going to call the police on you." That made the rest of the emotions shock. But then, 2 weeks later, Riley didn't appear in jail, Camp Green Lake, but she appeared in prison. Riley, there's no point in life anymore, so then she found the nearest rope and hung herself. And then all the color ball, plural, it never had the color yellow anymore. Even Riley was trying to commit suicide, but then the police stopped her by taking the gun away. She told them not to because she tried to commit suicide, but then the police never believed them. Eventually, Joy's soul went up to heaven, but there's no heaven when it comes to Imagination Land. So then, Joy appeared somewhere in yellow. It felt like grass, but then it was actually Riley's hair. And then, Joy leaped down all the way to the floor of the prison. And then, out of nowhere, a gray foot came out of nowhere. It looked like an elephant, but then it was just a mouse. Eventually, it was lunchtime, and then Joy was just happy, and then suddenly, this happened. She was squished by Riley, and now Joy's dead. And then Anger said, "I think we stepped on something." All the emotions agreed to look down. They saw something yellow there. They tried out a good view of it, but then they had a good one, but then not as good. And everyone around them was like, "What the heck is going on there?" And then once they looked really close, they realized it was Joy. And then disgust was barfing everywhere all over the headquarters. And then it reached to Anger's tall feet. And then it cracked out of the windows. And then Anger got so mad that the entire building was about to burn down. But then, the emotions were burnt to death. Eventually, Riley's head started to smoke. And then, out of nowhere, Riley's head came off, and then nobody lived happily ever after. The end.